my babies, and welcome back to another video. It's your girl Virgo Garden. If you don't know, now you know. Anything you need to know about little old me will be down below in the description box. You do not have to be a Virgo to watch this video. Hi my babies, hi. I hope everyone's doing well and swell. We about to go ahead, dive back into this couch talk series. It is time. Once again, sorry y'all can't see me because y'all supposed to be able to see me, but I ain't feel like doing my hair, to be quite honest with you, okay? So let's go ahead and get into these quick announcements. So we go ahead and get into this because, this one is going to be deep. This one is a very deep-rooted pain of mine, and it is time for me to heal from it. I can't keep holding on to this. So, quick announcements. Do not forget, until September 23rd, you could book me for a $10 birthday forecast reading so you know how your year is going to go, what is to come, what you need to be focusing on. And as well, until the end of September, when you enter the code ILOVEVG in all caps, you get 33% off Queen Alchemy, FAB Boutique, and Virgo Garden. So, y'all, let's go ahead and get into this. So today we are going to be speaking about how a damaged inner child affects your adulthood. I know with the last, few couch talk videos, I've been focusing a lot on the inner child. It is for a reason, because it's prepping us for our next series that we definitely need to go into. So, I gave y'all the Sunday and Mimosa this month about my parents. We did a recap, but we went a little bit further into why my relationship is the way it is with my parents, like in also current time. So, not only are your parents a part of your inner child, but if you also have those things that we call siblings, they affect your inner child very heavy as well. And I have 4 siblings, okay? I know y'all don't really hear me speak about the other 3 like that. Mainly my sister that I grew up with. Well, today, we're going to be speaking about all 4. This might be a 2-part series because when it comes to the brothers, okay, I got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. It's my oldest sister, Ree. Then the second oldest is my second oldest sister, Bambi. Then it's my brother, Mike. And then it's my brother that I'm going to call my twin. When it comes to the brothers, not too much turbulence there. It is turbulence with one more than the other. But that's because I don't be around them like that. I don't interact with them like that. But the sisters, oh baby, that's a different topic. And we gonna be here for a while because of the sisters. So my oldest sister, Ree, that is the sister that is 6 years older than me. And that's my mom's daughter. And then my father, he had my sister Bambi. Bambi, I think, is 5 years older than me. Then my father turned around and had my brother Mike. And I think Mike is... See, this shit is sad. Okay, I should know. I think he... I want to say 3 to 4 years. I want to say 4, really, years older than me. And the reason why we're calling him Mike is because he is also a Virgo and he has the same birthday as Michael Jackson. So that's how he got his nickname Mike, okay? And then my twin, which is 5 months older than me, he's a Taurus. Yeah, my twin is a trip, okay? My twin is a trip. If you ask me, the 2 youngest is the cutest ones. So, anyways, neither here nor there, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this because this shit weighing on me. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to go ahead. We're going to start with my oldest sister, Ree, the one that y'all hear me speak about a lot, my mom's daughter. She is a Leo, and my sister Bambi also is a Leo. My sister Ree is a July Leo. My sister Bambi is an August Leo. Yeah. Growth. Okay, growth. So, my sister Ree was the only sibling until I came along. Which, she was by herself for 6 years, so she was used to getting all the attention, all the love, this, that, and the third. And when I came along, it created jealousy. And it created envy that I knew nothing about until I got older. But as I sit and I reflect, it's certain things that came up in childhood before I turned 18 that let me know, this bitch got a problem with you, yo, okay? So, like, for instance, I remember I was 5 years old. Everybody was playing outside. Like, that was okay, youngins, that was a big thing for the 90s kids. Okay, we went to go play outside, ride bikes, play ball, not jog, but, run and play tag and stuff like that. Okay, like, we wanted to be outside. We didn't want to be inside with the adults. Okay, we wanted to be outside. So we were outside playing, running around, doing what we do. I got hungry. At this point in time, I believe I was 5 years old. And I told my grandma, cause all the kids was outside. And I was like, Grandma, I'm hungry. And she said, well, tell your sister to make you, I said, make you something to eat. Why my grandma didn't make my sandwich, I don't know. I really wish that she would have. Okay. So I told my sister, I was like, Grandma said, make me something to eat. She's mad because she got to go in the house and make me something to eat. She got an attitude. She calls me in the house. I come in. She's looking at me funny, but I'm not really paying it no mind because, I'm a kid. Okay, my awareness was not up. I'm not thinking I'm in danger or anything of that nature. But this is also why I feel like you should listen to kids when kids say something and they say it with such conviction. When I say at 4 or 5 years old, I was in tune with my intuition. And my intuition was so strong and it said, Nina, do not eat that sandwich. Open it up. And I mean mouth wide open, bread at the tip of my tongue. I took it out my mouth. I opened up the sandwich. When I opened up the sandwich, there's a big ass roach in the middle of the sandwich. My sister put a roach in my sandwich because she was mad she had to make her little sister a sandwich. This is the type of evil, okay, that we're dealing with here. Now, so it wasn't until like I was sitting down writing down the notes for this couch talk is when I realized my sister was always abusive and bossy towards me. Because, like, we always had to watch and listen to what she wanted to watch and listen to. I didn't really get a say-so. Something scared me. Oh, well, I had to get over it. Like, I remember I used to get on her nerves, and she used to just grab me by the back of my neck and push my forehead down to the floor. Like, just evil type shit. Like, she just used to... It got to a point when I was, like, 8, 9 years old. My sister started like putting her hands on me and stuff. And this is something I've been going through since I was 4. So that's also like another thing that I've been reflecting on, like trying to figure out where the violence came from. Since I was 4 years old, my cousins and my sister been putting their hands on me because they ain't like something I said or something I did. Instead of telling me, they would just put their hands on me. They would push me or something of that sort. So I had to learn how to fight. I mean, I was the youngest for a minute. I had to learn how to fight. So, like, it's like different times when me and my sister got into altercations. Like, I remember I was 10 years old and that's when I started fighting back. Like, my sister was mad because I was on the computer and I wouldn't get off the computer. So we started tussling and she pushed me. And when she pushed me, I hit my head really hard on the wall. I hit my head so hard on the wall, it put a dent in the wall. I remember I just got up and went ham on her after that. Like, something clicked in my head when I hit my head on that wall. And I just got up and went ham on her after that. And, like, she slowed down with putting her hands on me because I started fighting back and I was whooping that ass. Okay? Well, whooping that ass. Like, another time, my sister snitched on me and my cousin. But she was really snitching on my cousin. I think I told y'all this story before. Where my cousin was trying to sneak out the house, which I don't know why she ain't try to sneak out the front door because that's where everybody else would sneak out of. And I was really good at opening up the front door because it would creak. But I knew how to open it up without it making any noises. So when they miss curfew and they need to sneak back in the house, they would call me or they come knock on my window to come open up the door for them. I'm trying to tell my cousin, go out the front door. I'll let you out. I'll let you back in. You'll be fine. No, she won't be scared. She won't go out the side window. But the side window was broke, so when you open up the side window, the part that's supposed to stay at the top slams down to the bottom, and it makes this really loud noise. And I was like, bro, I don't think you want to do that, because that was the only window that didn't have a screen. The other one had a screen, and it was bushes in front of it, so she didn't want to go out that way. And I'm like, bro. So we going back and forth. We try to open up the window. It makes the noise. She ends up not going nowhere. My grandma ends up hearing the noise. She asked me the next day in front of my sister and my mama what the noise was. And I was like, oh, we were just trying to open up the window, get some fresh air. My sister with her snitching ass Thompson, they was trying to sneak out the house to go see some boys. As if your hoeing ass don't be doing that. I ain't ever snuck out the house to go see a boy. I kind of regret it now. Wish I was a little more adventurous. But hey, I ain't ever snuck out the house to go see no boy. So I was pissed because you lying on me. So when me and my sister went back in our room, that was an automatic fight. Like, I jumped on her like a monkey, honey. I'm trying to tell you, I just jumped up in the air and just landed on top of her. Just started swinging. We ended up breaking my bed, like everything. So me and my sister, we kind of had, a little bit of a violent past. Okay, just a little bit of a violent past. Because she wasn't scared of me till I started whooping on her. Now she don't want to come nowhere near me now. But yeah, she was abusive and she was bossy, and it just had got to a point where I got tired of taking her shit. So I do remember when I was in middle school and my sister was in high school. Like I said, she's 6 years older than me. I was in elementary and then like the very beginning of middle school. My sister started getting a rep for being a hoe. And I didn't understand why. And I'm thinking that she's not, because I'm thinking that I know my sister and, that she a good girl like me, but you could come out the same poom poom and the children be completely different from each other. Kind of find out my sister was a hoe. We ain't got time to be going to the ins and outs of that, but I mean, it's juicy. I would love to tell y'all, but this really ain't got nothing to do with this, so I'm gonna move past it, okay? Because one thing I am learning is just because I'm working on my healing and I'm telling my stories to help with my healing, I ain't got to put everybody's business out there, especially if it does not pertain to what the fuck I'm really talking about. But my sister got the rep for being a hoe. I didn't think she was one. I found out when I got into my 20s that she is. So yeah. But because I'm the fighter and I'm the one who, I ain't got a problem with throwing hands. People coming at my sister, threatening my sister, talking about my sister because she's sleeping with their boyfriends and this, that, and the third. It put me in a fucked up predicament because it put me in a situation where I always had to defend her and always had to be ready to fight. So, yeah, that was that as well. And also because she has a reputation of being a hoe, people looking at me like, well, if your older sister is a hoe. That is not true. Her pussy is her pussy. Mine's is mine. Okay, mine's is mine. But she did have friends when she was in high school. Keyword did. And they used to look at me like a little sister. And they liked being around me. So when she started working at Walmart, she wasn't really friends with her friends from high school. They all had a falling out because her and her ex-best friend had a falling out because, well, fuck it, I ended up telling y'all anyway. She slept with her best friend boyfriend. Yeah, bitch, we not best friends no more. Okay, we're not best friends no more. What the fuck you mean? I didn't know that at the point in time. So she stopped talking to everybody, stopped kicking it with everybody. So when she started working at Walmart, because when she went to college the first time, she dropped out. It didn't work out for her. She did graduate from high school, but she didn't get her license. Still doesn't have a license. And my sister is 39. Damn, she old. Shit. Yeah, my sister's 39. And still does not have a license. Anyways. So she dropped out of high school. So then my mom was like, oh, hell no. You're not going to be up in here just laying up. You're going to have to do something. So she had to get a job. So she gets a job at Walmart. And she starts making friends. Once again, people at Walmart start looking at me like a little sister. They looking for me when I come in the store. I'm saying hi to everybody. And I'm just the type of person, that type of personality where people like me. Before I started going through withdrawals and hermit mode and getting deep into depression, I used to be a very outgoing person with a very likable personality. The person that y'all see basically is who I was everywhere I went. Always making people laugh, always being there for people, always taking up for somebody. So people love being around me. And I'm always trying to do something fun and adventurous. So people love being around me. So we used to kick it. Like, her friends would come and they want to kick it with me too. We go out, we go different places. And I remember it was this guy that I went to school with named Jay. And we went through this little era of probably a week or two where we was talking, but I was like, you get on my nerves. Like, let's just be friends. Okay, this is not going to work. Let's just be friends. But we would still kick it. And then she also was talking to this guy named Thomas. And Thomas and Jay were best friends, so they would come kick it with us and stuff. But it got to a point where I guess my sister got tired of me always having the attention on me. So we were supposed to go see this movie. I forgot which movie it was, y'all. I really want to say it was Friday After Next, but I don't think it was Friday After Next. But I know it was a movie that came out like December 2008 that everybody wanted to see. It was like one of them big movies everybody wanted to see. And I wanted to see it too. And I was the first person talking about it. I'm like, yo, I really want to see this movie. This movie gonna be good. This, that, and the third. I can't even tell you if I saw the movie because I don't remember what movie it was. But Thomas was supposed to come get us. And he was going to bring Jay with him. We was all going to go out and go to the movies. Thomas came. My sister leaving out. I was like, oh, y'all going to the movies? She was like, oh, no. We just going to hang out. This, that, and the third. We decided not to go to the movies tonight. I was like, oh, okay. Well, have fun. Not even thinking about it. Just kicking it, chilling. A week go by. It might have been a few days. Jay hit me up. We having a whole conversation. Come to find out they went to the movies, and my sister lied to me and told me that they didn't. And he was like, yo, your sister jealous of you. When I told you I cussed that man out for filth. Now, I know I told y'all this story before, but this story is important to this particular couch talk. I cussed that boy out for filth, though, because I did not believe that my sister that I grew up with, that I go hard for, is jealous of me and has an issue with me for me just being me. And I told y'all, me and my sister are complete opposites of each other. I'm taller than she is. I'm skinnier than she is. I'm darker than she is. We're just complete opposites of each other. The only thing I can say me and my sister probably do have in common is we both grow natural nails. That's probably the only thing. But my sister be doing press-ons and stuff now. But my sister used to grow her nails long like me too. Longer than me. But other than that, me and my sister ain't got nothing in common. Okay? Other than like, we like some of the same music, some of the same food, some of the same movies. Nah, bro, we really ain't got nothing in common. So I was upset with Jay. Because I did not believe that my sister was jealous of me. And my sister had an issue with me. Come to find out, I mean, he was able to convince me enough for me to at least sit and think about it. But I did not believe him getting off the phone. And I sat there and thought about it for a few days. And I brought it to my mom. I was like, Mom, you ain't gonna believe this crazy shit that Jay told me. Jay told me something. Re jealous of me. And she was like, she is. She ain't even think about it. So all this time, everybody knew this but me. And I'm not understanding why. So this is when I started looking at my sister different. Cause I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch problem with me, bro? I shouldn't be beefing with my own sister. The one that I love. The one that I enjoy spending time with. We be laughing and kicking it and this, that, and the third. And come to find out the whole time you was faking it. Oh yeah, I felt some type of way. So also when I was 18, my ex-fiance moved in with us. But, you know, that's going to be another couch talk. But when he did, a matter of fact, it was before he moved in with us. My ex-fiance was the first person I told about me being molested. I was 18 years old. I remember it. It was April 2008. We were sitting in his grandparents' home. And I told him. Like, I just felt safe enough to tell him that. Because at that point in time, he was my saving grace. He was my everything. So I told him. But when I told him, I only told him about one cousin. I didn't tell him about the other 3 cousins and my sister. So he's looking at me and my sister's relationship like how most people do. We laugh, we joke, this, that, and the third. But he don't know that we got tension, though. Because at this point in time, we had tension. Because that's after I done found out what Jaden told me that my sister jealous of me. And this, that, and the third. Oh, I'm feeling some type of way. So I was already distancing myself from her. But mind you, we in a 2-bedroom apartment. We sharing the same damn room. So there's only but so much distancing I can do. So anytime I could get out the crib, I was trying to get out the crib, okay? But I told him, and, you know, hoping he wouldn't tell nobody. And I'm thinking that he wouldn't. Like, who the fuck would he tell? And we sitting there one night, me, my mom, and my sister, sitting in the living room. And I was talking about something. And my sister just came out the blue with it. Like, oh, like that time when such and such molested you? Like it was an aha moment. Like, aha, bitch, I told her first. Well, why you sitting up there confessing? How about you tell her when you was molesting me too? Let's talk about that then. Well, nah, she ain't want to bring that up though. And the way she was looking at me was like a, haha, bitch, I got you type of look. And I'm sitting there like, fuck, bro. And my mom was like, such and such molested you. And I was like, yeah. And I remember we had the conversation, but my mom didn't bring that conversation back up with me again. And that's part of why me and her get issues. Because you talk about something once and then you act like the shit just goes away. And it doesn't work like that. So when she did that, that's when I started realizing, oh, this bitch want beef. Okay? This bitch want beef. Like, oh no, we got a problem for real. And I'm so mad at my ex-fiance. I'm not even thinking about really being mad at her at the point in time. I'm mad at him coming like, yo, you betrayed my trust. Why would you tell her that? I ain't ever told nobody that. Why would you tell her that? And I guess because I was speaking to him about it more and more because I had just got it out and I'm trying to get it out and I'm trying to heal. And I don't know how to do it at that point in time. He thinking, well, I'll tell her and she'll be able to help you. Not even knowing she one of the ones that did it to me. And then turned around and threw my pain back up in my face, y'all. Just disrespectful. So also, when it came to love, she always, just a bad picker. Okay? Just a bad picker. The things that she brought home. Okay? But that's the quality type of person that she is. So what else can we expect? That's why I said work on your healing, then try to attract in love. Because you don't want to attract in somebody that's hurt and broken. Okay? So, she attracted in her like energy, honey. And, we always had something to say about the people that she brought home because they were some interesting characters. Just to go over a few. She had an ex-boyfriend. And I do believe this is part of the reason why there's some jealousy there because she been dating him since high school. This man went into the army, this, that, and the third. She waited 6 years for this man. For him to come back, they fucking, and he married somebody else on her. Already was married, got divorced while he was in the army. Come back, and while they fucking, he married somebody else. I was like, damn. So my sister sees people asking for my hand in marriage and this, that, and the third. That shit created some jealousy when it comes to love because she sees the way that I'm treated even though I dated some fucked up people, but when shit was good between us, and they treated me good, and she saw that. And that created some envy in her as well. But, that was like one situation. Then she dated this guy that we nicknamed C-Block, because he was always going to jail. Good gracious, he was always going to jail. She dated this guy that we named Osama, because he came up in there with the Osama bin Laden beard. We kicked him out. Boy, I think that's the only time we ever kicked somebody out, too. We kicked him out because he was getting mad disrespectful. And me, my cousin, and my ex-fiance all looking at each other like, we about to jump this nigga. Okay? We looked at each other like, we about to jump this nigga. They looking at me like, Nina, whenever you swing, we following up. Because he was so disrespectful. Like, you asking the regular questions. Well, where do you work? How many kids do you have? What's your aspirations? What's your, intentions with her? Y'all asking too many questions. Y'all all in my business. That ain't none of your business. I said what I said. Who you fuck you talking to like that, son? Hold on now. He was like, oh no. And then she dated this one guy named Sam. Make sure I say this correctly. I understand we all have different health issues and things of that nature. But Sam was about 400 plus pounds. And my grandma had a beautiful dining room set. And when I say we kept trying to make sure he sat in the same chair every time, this man broke every fucking chair. I lie to you not. The bottoms of them shits was caving in. Yeah. And then on top of that, he was a stalker. It's just too much, okay? That's just the type of people that she dated. Just an example, okay? But like I said, she was also jealous of me being in love or me having someone to love me. Because like I said, when I was 18, my ex-fiance moved in and she saw our love every day. And that created jealousy. So if you go back to, I don't remember which Sunday Mimosa it is, but it's the one about Mac. I think it's the one about how the company you keep affects you or something like that. But it's the one about Mac, though. And that's when she ended up dating Mac. And how she ended up dating Mac pissed me off because Mac had a girlfriend that was in the army. And she was away at the point in time. I don't know if she was deployed or what. But Mac kept coming over to see me. and I'm getting my hair done one night, and I just so happen to look over, and they're kissing on the couch. I'm like, bitch, you know he got a girlfriend. What the fuck is going on? She manipulated this man because she wanted to get someone that was giving her attention. She saw an easy target. All honesty, Mac is not innocent, and Mac is a fucking hurricane by his damn self, okay? 2 hurricanes came together and made a tsunami. You understand? But when I say I got to give it to that man, my sister manipulated him into a relationship. And I understand why the girlfriend was mad. But we're going to talk about her in another couch talk, though. That's another story. But I do feel like she manipulated that man into a relationship. So now you're dating one of my friends. We're all going to his house. We're hanging around. All of me and my ex-fiance friends, or people that we're cool with. Everybody knows us. Everybody's like, okay, you know, my ex-fiance and Nina, they together. And then Ree and Mac, they together. They dating the sisters. They thought it was a cute little thing. But then you fucked all of that up because you cheated. She cheated on Mac with her fucking coworker, who was engaged to somebody else. When I say this fucking stress, okay? Because now everybody's looking at me like, Nina, did you know about this shit? My ex-fiance looking at me sideways. Like, did you know she was doing this shit? Are you out there doing that shit? This, that, and the third. And then you get pregnant on top of cheating on somebody. Like, bro, come on. How you gonna cheat on your long-term boyfriend that you stole from another woman that was in the army and deployed at the point in time with a co-worker who looks like Gorilla Black that is engaged to somebody else? And you talking about something, you 7 weeks pregnant. What the fuck is going on? Y'all, I was over it. I was the fuck over it when I say stress on top of stress on top of stress. I'm talking about my mama catching the bus with her. My mama giving her bus fare. At the point in time, our car had got totaled. So my mama giving her bus fare to go to doctor appointments and this, that, and the third. Spending all this money. People sending in all these gifts. We done got my cousin's house, because my cousin got a big house, to have her baby shower in it, because we couldn't have it in that little small apartment. I had a cousin make a bomb-ass banner that cost like $500. We got people sending $200 at a time worth of name brand clothes. I'm talking about brand new Jordans, Jordan onesies, all types of shit, Elmo, everything, okay? People making cakes. We done spent all this money on food. I done made all this food. At the point in time, my ex-best friend was the quote-unquote photographer. Although them pictures ain't come out good, but that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about people sending gifts from all over the country. People traveling hours away to come to the baby shower. For you to sit up there and say the day that you supposed to get induced and got my mama getting up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning so y'all can catch a bus to be at the hospital on fucking time to get induced, and y'all walking around outside the hospital for an hour because you ain't want to go in because you trying to think of a fucking lie. Tell my son they rescheduled her. And then she comes out and says she had a miscarriage. I said, bitch. And then she says she got pregnant on top of the miscarriage, so she's still pregnant. Basically, in case you ain't figured it out, my sister faked the pregnancy for 2 fucking years. Okay? I lied to you not. I lied to you fucking that. My sister faked the pregnancy for 2 fucking years. I said, who is this bitch? An elephant? I'm touching her stomach. Ain't no hardness. It's just blubber. I'm like, where is the baby at? She's telling me, you feel it? She taking people's hands. You feel the baby? The baby's moving. The baby's moving. Bitch, all I feel is gas. Okay? The fuck is you talking about? I was heated. My mama was so embarrassed. My mama was so embarrassed that she faked her pregnancy for 2 years. My mama thinking she finally about to become a grandma. We got a whole crib and everything. We done rearranged the room. Everything. Picked out a name and everything. Took pictures. Got a whole album on Facebook called Reed's Baby Shower. At least the food was good. Okay, the food was bomb. Alright, I was cooking. You know the food was good. But this is the type of shit I'm talking about. So at the point in time while she's sitting up here faking her pregnancy, me and my ex-fiance broke up, but Nina kept going. Nina stayed in school, and my last year in school is when she decided, she wanted to go back to college. Because you can't get attention no more from the baby thing. You embarrassed about that shit. You embarrassed to be around family because they knew your ass was lying because they started asking if she really pregnant. I mean, grabbing people's hands, making them touch your stomach, talking about something, the baby is moving. And we ain't seen that one ultrasound. What the fuck is going on, bro? I said, Mama, have you seen an ultrasound, bro? Ain't seen nothing. Don't know the doctor name. Ain't seen the doctor. Gonna find out you faked it for 2 years. So where were you catching the bus going to? They giving you snacks and everything for the bus. Come on, bro. That's what I mean when I say me and my sister are not the same. This is why I hold myself to such a high quality. Because of what I grew up around. Okay? Because what I grew up around. So yeah, the last year of me being in college, she decided she got to do something. So she decided to go back to college. She was trying to compete with me. Not only did she not graduate from our school and she owed them money, she ended up switching schools because she owed them money. And the school that she switched to, she owes them money too and still has not graduated. And that was almost 10 years ago, I think. Because I think she switched schools in like 2014. Yeah. And still ain't graduate. She started college in 2002. Okay. Growth, honey. So, after I graduated, was trying to find a job, couldn't really find one. So we created our own business. And I went through a couple businesses and then fucked around and came up with FAB Boutique. FAB Boutique started taking off. I started getting invited to different vending events and stuff. Started making money. My sister was assisting me. I would pay her and I would also feed her. Now, if I didn't make any money, I would still feed her. But regardless, if I made my money back or not, I still had to fucking feed her because she came to help me. And my sister would just sit there and watch the table for me, basically, or just try to keep another customer's attention while I'm making a sale with another one. And she was helpful in some ways. I'm not going to take that from her. I'm trying to be nice right now. Fuck it. She was helpful in some ways, but in some ways she was not because she knew how much the products cost. She knew that. She knew how much the products cost, and she was good at making some sales. She wasn't a businesswoman or, a natural seller, but she was good enough to convince a person to, hey, try this on. However, I noticed it got to a point where I had to stop bringing her because she was scaring customers away because her breath was so bad. No one wanted to stand at the table. That was one of the reasons why I had to stop. I'm not exaggerating. And I'm not even trying to be funny because I have reached a point where I realize when I do, like I said, these couch talks and these Sunday mimosas, I have to be more mature when I'm telling these stories because people feelings is still involved, whether I fuck with them or not. And I ain't got to be super disrespectful. And that speaks a lot to my growth. But I'm just being honest. Her breath was running people off, bro, okay? So she was jealous because my business was popping. Then I started performing on top of that. And I'm getting booked left and right, left and right, left and right. So she started becoming jealous of that because I'm walking in my God-given gifts, my natural talents, my life purpose. And she doesn't know what hers is because she doesn't even really know herself. She's not really in tune with herself. So on top of that, I started the Virgo Garden. Everybody think, oh, that's cute. You on YouTube. You're a YouTuber. You know what? Now I can say I'm a proud YouTuber. I get YouTube checks. I sure do. I'm a proud YouTuber. Sure am. Shit, it's a job, honey. It produces a check every month. Shit. Okay? But people have something to say about my YouTube. But once again, jealous of that. Because it got to a point in time when I tried to come home and commit suicide. And I think it's a Sunday mimosa I made about that. And how I ended up getting Marley and stuff. And I ended up getting my own room because I couldn't be in the same room with my sister. Because my mom found out not only did she molest me, but my sister's also masturbating and it's causing trauma. Y'all was bad. Not respectful at all that anybody else is in the room. She just masturbating like ain't nobody in the room with her. Moaning like ain't nobody in the room with her. Yeah. I had a whole fucking nervous breakdown. So I ended up in my own room, but she could still hear me through the vents. Me not even realizing she's hearing me recording my YouTube videos and she's listening to them. She watches other people for free on YouTube, but don't want to pay me for a fucking reading, though. Girl, please. Okay? So, I heard her having a conversation with somebody, and she was like, yeah, she think that shit a job or something. She think that's a real job. As if what you're doing is a real job, because last time I checked, you have no college degree, a high school diploma, you have no car, no place to stay, no license, and you babysit for a living. Not a daycare, don't have licensing for a daycare, but you babysit people's kids for a living. And you got the nerve to open up your mouth about me, though. Oh, okay. But yet I got to pay the government taxes. Oh, okay. Anyways, so she was jealous of that, and then I started Queen Alchemy. And Queen Alchemy started popping. Oh, she was jealous of that. It got to a point where I told my sister she couldn't buy nothing else from my company. Because she just buying stuff and letting it sit there. Not even knowing that I know that you in cahoots with these people over here that don't fuck with me. And they trying to figure out what my products is. How I'm making them. You think I ain't know? I knew. When I'm making my candles, I seen you walking past trying to see what company and what products I'm using and what I'm putting in my candles. Oh, I know. I saw you. You ain't taking it down, though. I forgive you, though. But you ain't taking it down. My sister tried to take down my businesses. My sister tried to take down my career. My sister done tried to take me down as a person completely. Because she done broke up a few friendships, too. Okay? She done broke up a few friendships, too. She broke up. Well, I'm not going to say necessarily broke up, because if these people were my real friends, they would have came and had a conversation with me instead of going off of my sister. Like I told y'all before, when my ex-best friend was living with us, I definitely heard them having a conversation when I was on my way out the door to go to a performance. My ex-best friend was mad because she homeless. I let her come stay with me, help pay for her to get down there. You ungrateful. I hope you get a little part-time job to put some money in your pocket. And you're mad because I'm not taking you places with me. If you were acting like a best friend instead of like I was your mother, having to pay for everything and give you advice and this, that, and the third, and you disrespecting my dog, my mama, me, my grandma, then yeah, I probably would have took you places with me if you were acting like a real best friend. But you weren't. So they're mad because, yeah, I just got fired from my job, but shorty booked and busy. Shorty booked and busy. So I'm going here, there, everywhere, and I'm going by myself. I ain't taking nobody with me. I'm going by myself, so they mad because they sitting in the house and they looking at the pictures I'm posting on my Facebook, or they looking at me going live on Facebook having a good time. Vibing out and shit. So I heard a conversation her and my ex-best friend was having about how I get on their nerves and this, that, and the third. Then there was another friend that I had by the name of Nina, that was from Cali. And I literally heard my sister while I'm in the kitchen cooking tell my friend I be talking shit about her, and I don't. I said, what the fuck? I had to go to my room to calm the fuck down. Nina came to me, yes, and her name really was Nina. That's kind of how we became friends. We found out we both had the same name. She was my Mexican soulmate. Okay, that was my Mexican soulmate. But, Nina had to come to my room, and she was like, yo, you been in here for a minute, this, that, and the third. I'm like, yeah, you ready to go? You ready to go? Because I started seeing people true colors come out. By the way, Nina was drunk, too. And I never had been around her when she was drunk before, but when I say I don't like her when she's drunk, and she's sitting up there believing my sister. Thomas, I was talking shit, but for what? I ain't got shit to talk. So yeah, that shit really pissed me off, and that's when I started realizing this bitch is trying to destroy me. Like, you really going around the people that I fuck with and telling them I'm saying shit about them that I'm not. Or saying I'm doing shit that I'm not. So now you defaming my character. Oh yeah, honey, it's up in the stuff. Then I have a friend by the name of Pumpkin. I don't know exactly what it was that she told Pumpkin. But I know it had been somewhere along the lines of I called Pumpkin bald-headed. Because of the way Pumpkin was acting the next time I was around her. And kept messing with her hair, making sure I could see her hair. Sometimes, you could pick up on shit like that. So basically what I'm saying is, at least off the top of my head, is 3 different relationships I know for a fact, friendships, that my sister ruined. Because she was lying and because she was jealous. And the fact that you got time to sit there and make up lies about me is fucking crazy, bro. It's fucking crazy. So, as y'all also know, if you go watch the video about, I think it's the Queen Alchemy how to protect myself or something like that. And I was explaining about the energy cleanse aura mist, Queen Alchemy energy cleanse aura mist, and how it protected me because my sister decided she wanted to start a company. And she wanted to sell, the little smell good oils that they be having that be named after, like Rihanna and Jay-Z, like Celine Dion and Britney Spears, those perfumes and stuff, those type of oils, little $5 oils that you get from the flea market and stuff. She decided she wanted to start a company. I bet you can sell the oils. That's cool. Ain't got no issue. Get your sales. Okay? I want you to have something to focus on other than me. Going out of town to DC in 2019. My sister, of course, naturally, this is going to be a big event. I'm going to need some help. My mama was already coming. When I do big festivals, my mama and my sister usually come and help me. We be getting money, okay? Well, I be getting money. But, my sister was like, yeah, I want to sell my oils. Okay, cool. I don't have a problem. But the thing is this. I'm paying for gas. We're going out of town. I'm paying for, displays and this, that, and the third. I'm paying for the slot. What are you going to contribute if you're going to be making money? Because you're not just coming to work for me now. Now you're coming to make money. So what will you be contributing? All I asked for was $20 for the table. For you to have a corner of the table, make your sales. One sale with one customer, sell 5 oils. You would have made your $20 back. Everything else would have been profit. You ain't want to do that though. She gets mad. Never mind, I ain't going. I told her, I said, you can go. But if you don't give me the $20, you only going to work for FAB Boutique. You ain't going to work for you because you ain't putting that shit on the table. Cause I'm going to take it off. And she know I ain't playing. Never mind, I don't want to go because this, that, and the third. I told her, let me know. Sitting here waiting for her to come back to me. And it was like a couple days before the event. Never mind, I don't want to go because this, that, and the third. Okay, cool, you ain't got to go. Neighbor next door. Bitch do witchcraft. Voodoo. All that bitch do is sit there and study voodoo all day. That's all that bitch do is sit there and study voodoo all day. She over there lying to this lady, telling this lady, I be doing all these horrible things to her. I said, this bitch is crazy. Lying to this lady, telling her I be doing all these horrible things to her. All I ever try to do is help you and uplift you, bro. Keep people off your ass. And all you do is lie, defame my character, try to break me down, try to tear me down, stab me in the back, sneaky, manipulative. Listen, we could go on. Okay, this is long enough as is, because this is clearly part 1. Alright? So she get together with the lady, and they decide they want to put a hex on me to make me crash the car. Knowing I'm already in chronic pain from car accidents and things. Bet. And I'm still going out of town to hustle, in pain and everything. If it was not for the fact I did not listen to my intuition, y'all, I'd probably be dead. Because I was tired as fuck. I did not go to bed. I stayed up till it was 2 hours before it was time to leave. I was still making products and I was still making displays, because sometimes I make my displays from scratch. I was still making displays. I was making jewelry in the car. I told my mama on the way home, I'm going to sleep. Only got 2 hours of sleep. We out there for like 10 hours. We could have stayed out there longer, but I was trying to get the fuck home. I was tired. We out there in the heat. I'm exhausted. I think I was mincing. Okay, we were going through it. Get in the car. I am so flipping tired. My mama said she gonna drive the whole way back. My mama got this thing where she feel like my mama got control issues. She feel like she always got to drive. I bet. You could drive. Say, good, I'm going to sleep. You ain't never been to Washington, D.C. It's going to take you 2 hours just to get out of Washington, D.C. Okay? Then I'm a 3-hour ride away on top of that. So, we get all the way. Cause I'm trying to tell you something. Said, don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. I'm like, bro, I really want to go to sleep, y'all, but my squad was on my ass like, don't go to sleep. I was like, all right, fine. On my phone, scrolling through my phone to keep me up. And I'm like, bro, I want to go to sleep so bad, but fuck it, I'll stay up. Now, before we left, my mama said a prayer, because we always say a prayer before we head out on the road. And I used my energy cleanse, and I did my little spiritual thing for protection. I lied to you not. If it was not for the fact that I did that shit, I would have been dead, bro. I swear to you, I would have been dead, and I know I would have been dead. We get literally 45 minutes from my house. Literally just got in my area. And I'm on my phone. Whole time we got traffic around us. And I started noticing ain't no traffic around us. Next thing I know, I feel the car veer to the left. But the way the car veered to the left, it was not a normal veer. It was not like, oh, I'm trying to, cut over, get in the next lane. It was like, ain't nobody got control of the car. I look up, my mama knocked the hell out. I'm talking about head down, bro. Head down, bro. I was so hot, but I was scared at the same time. And all I did was grab the wheel, and I just, because usually I'd be excited. I'm like, oh my God. No, I grabbed the wheel, and I was like, Ma. And she woke up. And when she woke up, we was literally probably about an inch away from hitting that wall. And that's the first thing she saw when she woke up. She started screaming. I'm like, I got us. Take your foot off the gas and put it on the brake, okay? And I said, I'm going to veer us over. And I veered us over, and we was okay. This bitch had that girl put a daggone hex on me, basically to have me killed, y'all. And she done did it more than once. She done put a lot of shit on me and think I don't know. And I know she gonna hear this. You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. But I am not you. I'm better than that. I still wish you the best. I still wish you the best, bro. Now, I hear you be talking about me a lot. I hear that you miss me. It won't tell probably a week ago I actually said on my mouth, yo, I miss her. But you done did way too much shit and done caused way too much pain. I cannot let you back in my life. You will not ever see your nieces and nephews. You won't ever see Marley again. And you will not be around me. So. Gracious, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is a lot. I know it sounds like, oh, just entertainment. But this is a lot because this is my real life, bro. And this is shit I realize I went through. And I have to sit here and have to regurgitate everything I went through and reflect on it. Like, sometimes the shit is tough. I'm really holding back tears right now. Because this shit hurt. Because that's my fucking sister, bro. And I ain't ever had such a vengeance or evilness against my sister like that. And this shit fucking hurts. Okay? It fucking hurts. So, go ahead, wrap this shit up. It was January 2020, and I was in the process of getting ready to launch Queen Alchemy. And I knew this was going to be something huge for me. But January 4th, I believe it was January 4th, talking to my auntie that stay in Cali, kind of find out my grandfather molested her. And I'm wondering where this molestation beast done come from in my family and is running fucking wild. I also have strong beliefs that my grandfather molested my mother as well. But I don't have proof of it. But I'm trying to tell you, I know what I know. When your spiritual gifts elevate, certain things you gonna know without having to be there or anyone telling you. I know what I know. So that was a trigger. Then, all week, I'm hearing my sister masturbate through the vent. And she doing it on purpose because I said something to my mama. And my mama said something to her about how she need to stop masturbating. And how should nobody be able to hear her. So she being loud on purpose. So that's another trigger. Auntie tell me that my granddaddy molested her. Realizing he probably molested my mama. My sister keep masturbating every night on purpose for hours and hours. And during the daytime too. Not just at night. Hours and hours during the day. I'm in there working. I'm talking about hours and hours. Only time I remember not hearing her masturbate is when she was listening to me do y'all readings. So serious. And then turn around that Saturday. And I did a charity event for the homeless of my old city. But it was downtown. It wasn't in the best area. And I got sexually assaulted 3 times in 10 minutes by 2 different men. Trigger went through the roof. I mean, it got to the point where I had to threaten them. And I told them, if you fucking touch me again, I'm putting my knife through your throat. All of that built up. Next day I wake up. My mama don't give a fuck about what I went through. I told her I got fucking sexually assaulted 3 times in 10 minutes. It was on to the next conversation. Because that's how she deal with her shit. But this is what I mean when I say you got to come about your own hurt and pain and be aware and realize what the people that you love and care for, what the fuck they're going through too. Sometimes you got to pull yourself out your own pain and be there for somebody else. I don't get that though, but hey, I'm that for everyone else. I'll be that. I'm strong like that. But woke up the next day and I told my mama straight up, when you go to work today, I'm gonna whoop your daughter ass. She told me I won't. We ended up getting in a tussle, ended up fighting my mama. Did not mean to. But she put her hands on me. And I'm like, why do you keep putting your hands on me, bro? I'm not trying to disrespect you like that. But when you put your hands on someone that has PTSD, expect anything to happen. Okay? Expect anything to happen. So that happened. And I ended up running to the back. And I ended up fucking my sister up. I ended up fighting her. My mama came instantly behind me and pulled me off my sister. But yet when I got in the fight with your sister and her husband, you took minutes to come to see if I was okay. You sat there and watched me tussle with your brother-in-law and you ain't break up shit. This is why me and my mother's relationship is damaged. And this is what I mean by she shows my sister favoritism. I went from being a weakling to, oh, Nina strong, she can handle it on her own. I can't be both. Family toxic as fuck, bruh. Anyways, and then also the last time, it's not the last time I saw her, but the last time we lived together was May 2020. My grandma's sister had passed away. And that's when stuff started piecing together that my sister was talking shit about me because I have a cousin that y'all gonna hear about. We're gonna call her Shy Boogie. What's up, Shy Boogie? I know you listening. Me and her was texting. We hadn't spoken in years. And she tells me something about my YouTube. Now, how would you know about my YouTube if I ain't tell you about it? Gonna find out that's who my sister was having a conversation with on the phone when she was like, you think that's a job? She think that shit a job. And also for my cousin to turn around and tell me that she was jealous of my YouTube because she tried to do that shit and she couldn't do it. Yeah. I have an amazing family. Okay? I have an amazing family. So I ended up backing my sister up against the wall. I did not put my hands on her, but I did let her know you talking to Tink. And like I told y'all before, Tink is my POA, my pop-off agent. And the people that know me from my past don't want to see that bitch. They don't know completely what she capable of, but they know they don't want to fucking see her. And when I told my sister, bitch, you talking to fucking Tink, not Nina, oh, she was scared as hell. I was asking her all the questions. Bitch couldn't give me no answers. Who was you talking to on the phone? Son, you think my YouTube is a job? And who was this? And who was that? And why you and the dude I made a Sunday mimosa about blackout? Why y'all sitting there conspiring against me? This, that, and the third. All this shit you don't think that I don't know about. You going outside to go see him. Telling me something you taking out the trash. Bitch, you ain't never took the trash out before. You ain't never went to go get the mail before. And then you out there for hours. Come on now. Ain't nobody stupid, bro. Ain't nobody stupid. I be letting people have fucking grace. Is what I be doing. So, basically, y'all, this year, I have not seen my sister. I have not spoke to my sister. But when I did have that magazine shoot, I did unblock her. And I looked at the mutual friends, and I'm seeing how she's befriending all these people that I used to perform around, all these people I used to vend around, people that you have no purpose to connect with, other than to say that you know me and try to spread some more lies. Run your fucking mouth. Spread your fucking lies. They believe that shit? Thank you. You did an easy job for me. I know I don't need to fuck with them. That was easy for me. I appreciate it. Do my leg work, boo. Do my leg work, boo. Cause anybody fucking with you, I ain't fucking with them. Know that. Okay? So yeah, she's still going around talking shit though, cause like I said, I know things that people don't think that I know. My mama told me that she be talking about me a lot, and she hoping that me and my sister can make amends, but that's not ever gonna happen, because she's not ever gonna be willing to grow to meet me to the space where we could make amends. Plus, it's too much damage and shit done. But yeah. So close this out, cause this is damn near an hour. She's been popping up in my dreams. Ooh, excuse me. She's been popping up in my dreams this year. And although I can't tell y'all the ins and outs of everything, what everything means, the first dream my sister popped up in, and this is what I mean when I say pay attention to your dreams, get that Alice in Wonderland, Certain things be happening. I named it Alice in Wonderland for a reason. I definitely asked her in that dream, why don't you like me? And my sister looked me dead in my face in that dream and told me, because you think everything is about you and because you're not really who you say you are. I know exactly what she's referring to. She's referring to my fucking YouTube channel. And what my sister really is trying to say is, she don't watch me come through a whole bunch of shit. And she can't believe that I'm still going. She can't believe that I haven't let this shit I've been through turn me bitter like it has done to her. And she's mad that I'm still thriving, even though her and a lot of other people who I know who they are, even though they may not know, tried to break me down, tried to send witchcraft, hexes, demons, spells to have me killed, and other different things. Yet I'm still standing, still happy, still thriving, still working on me, still getting goals accomplished. And that is what my sister really meant. The fact that I turned out to be something that she didn't think that I would, and something that she couldn't ever be. The fact that I ain't let what I've been through in my past, even though I'm still fucked up in some areas, need to work on some shit, I ain't let that stop me from experiencing life in certain areas. I didn't let that stop me from accomplishing my goals. I didn't let that stop me from laughing again. My sister can't stand the fact that I laugh. This is why I say pay attention to your dreams. But, alright babies, this is the couch talk. There will be a part 2 so I can conclude this correctly. But I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here. This is long enough and I have to edit this shit, okay? I have to edit this shit. But we will definitely be speaking about the other 3 in part 2. Make sure y'all keep y'all eyes open for that. I had a feeling this shit was going to be kind of long, but hey, it's alright. So, alright, babies. I'm your girl, Virgo Garden. If you didn't know that shit, I bet you know that shit now. How to follow me, how to book me, and how to get my wonderful, beautiful, amazing products that you all love so much will be down below in the description box. I love you, babies. Please do remember your inner child matters. Stay focused on that. Healing that. Remember, we in an area and a time right now where we definitely focusing on healing that root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. Is very important for us to move forward and to help with these unblockages. It's very important for me to come up here and share certain stories like this with y'all so y'all can understand what I'm saying in the card readings, okay? Because sometimes it's hard for me to explain in the card reading, but it's easier for me to explain through a story. So this is more of my hands-on teaching. For the people that are hands-on learners, this is my hands-on teaching. Sometimes you got to hear a story that you could relate to. Like I said, it's a parable. It's like Jesus, bitch. Okay, sometimes you got to hear a story that you could relate to. And I know some of y'all could definitely relate to the having issues with the siblings and the jealousy and this, that, and the third. But one thing I will say, not to give y'all the entire conclusion, but one thing I will say, my sister was the closest sibling I was to because we grew up under the same roof and she's the only one I did. And because me and her have such a fucked up relationship, it really fucked up my perspective on my relationships with black women. Like friendships, letting them get close to me, being vulnerable. It really, 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 really damaged me in that area. And that's why I don't have a lot of black female friends. Got black female associates, but as far as a lot of black female friends, nah. Female friends, period. Because I really got to see how evil, manipulative, and catty that females can be. And that is why I try my best, even though I naturally am not that, I try my best not to be that. I try my best not to be anything of that energy. It's enough of that shit going around. And nobody needs that, honey. So remember to continue to focus on your healing and continue to push and strive forward. There is a breakthrough for you on the horizon, but you have got to deal with the past. Okay? You got to know where you come from to know where you're going. And you got to go through them struggles to be able to appreciate the blessings. I said, think about it. Love you, babies. Mwah.